Metacraft is an NFT creation infrastructure, especially for Metaverse, which has solutions for NFT project, collaboration, and crowdfunding. So want to know more? Let's get to know more in this AMA and let's get start this event. I'd like to introduce Mr. Alex Binesh from Metacraft. Hello, Alex Binesh. I think your
Oh,
mic is
sorry.
muted.
Yes. Thank you, Sharon. Thanks for the introduction. Nice meeting you, and it's an honor to be with you and with your community. And I'm looking forward to providing information about our project.
Oh, awesome, awesome. So, how is it going with your project and how are you doing?
Oh, the project is busy. We have so many things on the go. We have so much interest. We have had a lot more interest than we expected, and we have a lot more partners than we expected. We've had ideas that have come up as part of our platform that we never thought about before. So we're working on a number of different tracks. So it's been quite busy and exciting.
Great, great. So our CryptoNite Club members were waiting. So let's start the event. So can you please introduce yourself and how did you get to be involved in the Metacraft and tell about your position in the Metacraft?
Yeah. Yeah, my name is Alex Binesh, and I'm the business development manager at Metacraft.Pro. We're a Canadian company with a team of professionals with backgrounds in blockchain, visual arts, gaming, artificial intelligence, e-commerce, and virtual reality. Some of our team members are world-renowned in their fields. For example, Matt Fay, who's a world-famous artist, and Nathaniel Bay, an award-winning AI innovator. So we've got a very strong team, and our technical team is also very capable. And we've managed to basically create a very complex, a very powerful platform in a very short time.
Great. You have a great background, Alex. So can you please give a brief intro about the project, please?
First, we're the world's first decentralized dApp platform that can connect different tokens and chains to NFTs and metaverse. We're basically, we have a platform for creating NFTs and other digital assets. We have a trade, and we also have a crowdfunding and gaming, as well as an artificial intelligence, virtual reality, and e-commerce. And it's all integrated as part of one platform. We're also supporting a number of different tokens and a number of different chains. And in the future, we have plans to be bridging over to other chains and other layers. As part of our metaverse, we have a strong NFT and gaming component that allows a very interesting engagement for visitors. So our visitors can basically engage on the NFT platform for art creation. They can use our AI engine for creating arts in the first place, or transforming arts into very interesting styles. And of course, we have our metaverse for gaming, and we also have other aspects of the metaverse, which include, for example, e-commerce, entertainment, sports, and music events, streaming, and interactions. We are currently on the Polygon and BSC and Metis, as I mentioned, and we are working on a number of very interesting games that would plug into our metaverse. Our games are play to earn, and we also have additional features on tokenomics coming up in the near future. We've also developed VR plugins that allow our metaverse to connect to other metaverses for sharing traffic and for introducing shopping experiences, for example, entertainment experience, fashion, retail, and even interacting with holograms and with some, with some other aspects of virtual reality, which we're going to be announcing soon. So we have a very interesting platform that has all of those features, and it's all as part of one. So there's no need for really a person to have to leave our platform to have any of these experiences.
Awesome. I like the concept, like connecting metaverse to metaverse is really great. And AI is involved in this project. That's really awesome. So I heard team is from different parts of the world. Can you please tell about the team core members of the project?
Yeah, so the founding, so I myself, I'm a co-founder, for example, and our team is basically based out of Canada. And we have presence, we have our team members in Asia, well, in countries such as Spain, Japan, Russia, and China. And we've also created partnerships with communities in Turkey, Singapore, India, Indonesia, Vietnam, Pakistan, Korea, and we're working on a few other ones, including Spain and South America, Spanish-speaking world, and also Portuguese-speaking. So we have a diverse background, for our team. One of the co-founders, Matt Vey, as I mentioned, he's the artistic lead at the company. He's world-renowned. He's on LinkedIn. People can research him. He's been doing extremely well with his artwork in the past, and so now he's helped us create the metaverse experience and also NFT creation tools. Jeffrey Liu, he's a co-founder and director, and he's got a great track record in launching a number of blockchain projects in the past. He was involved with Metis, for example, and he's got an track record, in launching very strong and very well-designed platforms and projects. We have Nate Vey, who is the blockchain architect, and he's also an AI innovator. He's an award-winning. He's been awarded by a number of institutions in the US and other places. And he's helped us create over the last 3 years a number of AI tools which allow for creation of a very exquisite artwork from for music, for example, for digital art, and then even storylines. So we have an AI-generated storyline, which is part of our crowdfunding platform, which allows the community to contribute to this AI-generated personality called Arthur Innes. He's basically a 19th century explorer who travels the world. So his entire journey and his entire life and creations are AI generated with the input from the community. So with the community contributing to the storyline, they would benefit, they would profit from the outcome of this journey, which would be an NFT, a very complex, a very sophisticated storyline that has a number of visual and artistic aspects to it. So our AI project, as I said, is a big aspect of our project, and it's one that's very engaging for the visitors. So this is the background of our team.
Awesome. Very strong. I can understand the team members are well diversified and they have vast experience. So let's move on to one more question from my side. How long does it take your project to be built, and what are the future plans? What we can expect from?
So we, like I said, our AI engine, which is very sophisticated, very unique in the world, in fact, has taken over 3 years to build. Our project was kicked off as a whole a year ago, and we've made tremendous progress in the past year. So we've, for example, created a marketplace, a metaverse. We've created galleries. We've created VR plugins. We've created crowdfunding, DAO platform in record time. So we've got quite a bit of progress behind us. And as I also mentioned, we have got a number of very well-funded backers as well. So that's given us the opportunity to look ahead without having to worry about funding, in this kind of bearish market. We're going to have our TGE enlisting very soon, within the next few weeks, probably end of the month, if not the beginning of March. And at the same time, we're going to, well, immediately after, we're going to launch our play-to-earn Aztec game. Because basically you need our token, the MCRT, to play the game. It's a staking game, and it's a very engaging, very sophisticated VR-based game, which can also be played standalone on a mobile as part of a VR experience, and also within the metaverse itself. And we have a number of, so the game is called the Temple of the Sun God, which is an Aztec theme. And it's taken a lot of research basically to create this game, because it's basically it follows the Aztec civilization and the experience of the people living in that era. We've got we're releasing additional games soon after our TGE. And we've got a number of partnerships with a number of gaming communities that we'll be announcing as well. We've got some metaverse related partnerships coming out. We're staging very interesting events, very interesting interactive events. For example, just on a generic level, we could have a concert, we could have live events where the visitors can interact with a celebrity or with a performer through our metaverse as part of a gamified NFT. Match, for example. They could earn an NFT, they could interact, and it's all gamified and entertaining. We've got some AI related news coming out. We're creating more features for our AI models and AI style transfer. As I mentioned, our AI engine allows for transfer of, or for style transfer of artistic work to very interesting other styles. We're also releasing a royalty trading contract this month, and then our collection features will be released at the end of the month or early next month. Our MetaStarter DAO Launchpad will be released in April. And there are other projects, like I said, on this platform, on the MetaStarter DAO. So our crowdfunding and DAO platform is called MetaStarter. And our metaverse itself, with all its complexity, will be released by the end of April. And then users will be able to transfer the assets from the Aztec game that I mentioned, the P2E game, into the metaverse. So we're going to basically have this environment where your NFTs are portable across universe, our own universe, and the metaverse. So a number of releases coming out. The first of which is going to be our TGE, because our tokens are going to be the pivotal part of this entire infrastructure.
Interesting, as Metacraft has many use cases. Personally, even I'm getting more interest now from now.
Yes, Yes. This is a project that people are going to be talking about very soon. It's a very sophisticated, interesting project. So yes, we'll keep you posted. Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, Alex, for the great introduction. So we have one more part, that is a Twitter part. We have several questions, but we selected few of them, and let's go to Twitter questions. Are you ready for it?
Sure. Yeah. Let's go. Let's do this. Yeah.
Yeah. So we got a first question from Akash. So I'm going to read the question. Some information on your networks got my attention, where you mentioned that you do not charge gas fees to users. In fact, this depends on how accessible Metis commissions can be, and what do you work with Metis and not any other chain?
Well, first of all, we work with other chains as well. We work with Polygon and BSC and Metis. So you can, we do not charge for the minting of the NFTs. It's typically done on the chain of your choice. So you could decide to mint it on Polygon or on Metis and so on. It depends on the cryptocurrency that you would like to be trading in. Now, the cost of minting on, for example, Polygon is in the pennies. It's very inexpensive. So this is a huge advantage that we allow layer 2 integration to our platform. Everyone knows that Ethereum is very expensive to operate on. So we've got these two layer 2 platforms to give people option to create their NFTs at a very low cost and provide an entry point into the market. As you know, many NFT artists have problem, due to cost, opening or creating NFTs on OpenSea and other platform. So we're providing this option. Now, at the same time, we're working on integrating or bridging the cross-chain functionalities across chains and across layers. So we will be announcing further integration with other chains and other layers. And we're hoping that we're going to be supporting a number of chains and tokens and layers and providing savings and also portability for our NFT creators.
Awesome. Thank you for your answer. Let's move to second question from Hossein Iqbal. So, no project achieves meaningful results with notable strategic partners and collaboration with companies that can move the project forward. Can you share with us your partners and partnership strategy that will drive Metacraft.Pro to success, mainstream adoption in the future?
Yeah. So, well, okay. So, for example, we've partnered with Metis, and we've launched actually a number of games now, a number of projects on Metis, both in flight and actually completed. We have a backing, financial backing and funding from a number of major investors and funds, which I can't go into at this point. We've got actually funding from major exchanges, centralized exchanges as well. The news should be coming out fairly soon, but basically we have a tremendous amount of interest for our platform. And there is a lot of motivation and drive to push the platform forward by our partners. We are also in negotiations with some another major crypto investor fund that has a very strong gaming operation. They have about 20 games or so that they would like to stage on our platform, and also their NFTs. Basically, they would like to leverage our NFT marketplace to help with their game tokenomics. Additionally, we are talking to some major e-commerce operators and entertainment companies in Europe to launch their operations in our metaverse as part of a gamified NFT-based set of interactions and transactions. So basically, a visitor would be able to come into our metaverse and then get involved in a game within an e-commerce environment that would lead to winning a prize or NFT. We also have live streaming, and we have live streaming of entertainment and sporting events planned for our metaverse. And we also have some other very interesting models in the metaverse for asset custody and things like that involve NFT components. So we have a number of partnerships in the pipeline, and really they're all dependent on the launch of the project first. And also there's obviously some confidentiality associated with these projects because they're one of the kind, in their own genre. And we're under NDA restrictions not to be talking about it. But like I said, on a high level, we have a number of NFT, e-commerce, gaming, and entertainment announcements to be made fairly soon.
That's great. It's very clear answer. So we have third question from Black Rose. Black Rose. So it strikes me that Metacraft provides support for multiple data sources as its NFT support video, music, and digital images. You can
Mhm.
create my own NFT
Mhm.
containing music videos. Are you the first project to achieve the data compatibility? And have you made this possible?
So we are obviously, I mean, NFTs can be created on a number of different platforms. As I said, we're the first decentralized NFT uh, platform that allows for this. And then we also have this AI component that allows an average person, a non-artistic person, for example, to generate very exquisite art. So, for example, a creator could go in there and say, "Hey, I want to create a portrait of a woman walking along a river at sunset in France." And the AI engine within a few minutes generates this amazing artwork, with sunset and silhouettes and, twilight and all that as part of this artwork. And this can be immediately posted as an NFT. And as we mentioned, the minting cost is very low. So it allows people to actually come in and generate this amazing artwork. Now, also, this AI engine allows for transformation of any kind of artwork, any kind of artistic artwork to be migrated to other styles. Anyone who's familiar with, with some of the classic styles of art or Van Gogh, those styles, our AI engine supports transformation of artwork. In terms of music, and music can also obviously be an NFT because it's just a file, and our AI engine actually allows for creation of lyrics or completion of lyrics based on the input that you provide. So the engine not only has visual arts capability, but it's also got the music capability. All of our NFTs are stored on an IPFS network, which guarantees security and authenticity. So prior to posting our artwork to the IPFS network, we actually do a search on the internet just to make sure that this artwork is not present, does not exist anywhere else. So we verify this authenticity. So we basically allow the creator to be assured that or the purchaser, the buyer, to be assured that this artwork has never been produced anywhere else, is not owned by anyone else, and it's truly authentic. And as I also mentioned, there is our AI engine can create very complex storylines and not just static NFTs. So we have this character that I mentioned, Arthur Ennis, who's a 19th century explorer, fictitious 19th century explorer who's going to travel the world, and it's all AI generated from the images he produces, from the writings that he generates, from his experiences, from his background. It's like a movie set, and it's all AI generated. And it actually allows the participation of our community to to drive the storyline and generate the final outcome, which is going to be in the form of an NFT.
Awesome. Thank you for the answer. So let's move on to the fourth question from William Hack.
Mhm.
Launching projects in a bull run is obviously much profitable than during the bear cycle. In a bear run, where most number of projects fail and sometimes gone into the obvious, how
Mhm.
stands the test of times? What strategies do the project employ to mitigate possible losses?
So, as you might have told by now, our project is a very diverse project. I mean, we're not just an NFT marketplace. There are a lot of NFT marketplaces there out there, right? So, we're not simply an NFT marketplace. We've got, like I said, obviously we have the metaverse, we have the gaming, we have the DAO, we have the crowdfunding. And also, and again, as mentioned, we have a number of large backers funding and supporting our project. We are actually oversubscribed at this point. We may be opening other rounds, but the project actually got oversubscribed a lot faster than we anticipated. So we're quite well funded in this market in particular, which everybody knows about. We are we have a number of partnerships that are going to add a tremendous amount of traffic. And in fact, at this point, we already have revenue because our NFT project is in flight and our game is going to be released very quickly. People can actually play with it. We'll provide the link at the bottom of the YouTube channel posting. Our game is actually very close to completion, and people can actually try it out. And then, like I said, we also have e-commerce and we have entertainment partnerships coming up. We also have a number of large gaming operations wanting to use our platform to generate and trade and import and export their NFTs. So we have a number of different contingencies when it comes to staying in the market. So if one aspect of the market may dip, we won't be impacted as much as some of the other companies. So I think that we're on solid grounds when it comes to our project and our plans in the next year or two.
Great, it's very detailed information. So let's move on to our fifth question, which is last question in Twitter section. So it's from Kirti Suresh. Metacraft, great choice for everyone who likes to connect with fun and money. How can users experience and the metaverse themselves? Tell something about the mechanics of game, and you can also share with the people some footage from game pictures, videos on Metacraft.
Yeah, okay. So in terms of footage, we will supply some footage at the bottom of the YouTube channel. Just to let you know, so we have a gallery in our metaverse. We have a museum so far, and we've actually got real estate sale within the metaverse itself. So people are coming into the metaverse and they're actually setting up retail operations. They're setting up shops and they're setting up we have one arena, basically a music venue that has been purchased. So a visitor to the metaverse, and again, it could be through a VR world, it could be from PC or mobile, can look forward to going into a gallery. Now, once you're in the gallery, you could post your NFTs in the gallery. So you could basically rent space in the gallery, import your NFT, from either our platform or other sources and post it in the gallery. So then everyone who enters our metaverse has to go through that gallery and they will have visibility to that. And we're even working on having pay-per-view. So, people looking at your NFTs would pay a certain amount for. It's like going into a museum. Basically, we're creating a museum where NFTs, exquisite NFTs, can be posted and people would pay to get in and view these NFTs. So as part of the gallery, for example, you could purchase the NFT by clicking on it, and that takes you straight to our marketplace. So from the metaverse, you could go into our checkout page, and you could basically proceed, to purchasing the NFT or trading it the way you wish. And then as part of the game, the Aztec game, for example, it will be incorporated into the metaverse. So then let's say you play this game, it has got a NFT as a price. Once you win the NFT, you could bring it into the metaverse, you could post it, or you could in the gallery, let's say, or you could proceed to the to our marketplace and basically list it for sale. So from the metaverse, as part, like I said, you can play the game, you could engage your tokens, you could stake your tokens basically. And the game, so this is the future release, the game has different staking levels, and that gives you additional NFTs, to enhance your power, your strength, your agility, your prowess, all of those can be actually staked for. So your tokens would come into play as part of the metaverse. And like I said, you could also win, NFTs and so on. So you could stay engaged in a metaverse in a number of ways. And also, as we said, you could also earn money while you're in the metaverse. So yeah, so our gaming in the metaverse and NFTs are fairly integrated, and that basically allows you to provide a very, very engaging experience for the potential creators and buyers.
Awesome. A metaverse project with many features I came across. And one more thing I heard for the first time, like a pay-per-view or NFT. This is also awesome.
Yes, amazing. Yeah, because basically people can earn income from their NFTs without even selling them. So that's actually one of its it's a first of its kind probably in the market as well. So yeah.
Great. Thank you for giving such information, many answers. And for the first part, we have concluded. So let's move on to the emotional part, our AMA, Telegram, and YouTube chat. So we will be muting the chat for few minutes, and our guests will be selecting 10 best questions from Telegram chat and YouTube live chat. If you're having questions, you can post via YouTube live chat and Telegram group. Also, please remember the rules. Only genuine questions will be rewarded. 200 BUSD dollars. So no copied questions will, and if you're caught, it will be disqualified. Yeah. So please start the countdown.
Alex, you can start now.
Okay.
Yeah, so we got so many questions. Thank you, everyone. So, Mr. Alex, floor is yours. Please choose 10 best questions. You can either choose 5 from Telegram or 5 from YouTube chat. And floor is yours.
Thank you. All right. Well, there's so many great questions. Actually, there's so many, intelligent questions. I'm just going to start with YouTube. So there's a question from Srian Fernando, and it says, "How do you plan to encourage people to use your solution? What is your go-to-market?" So the first component of the platform that's going to be launched is going to be our game. Basically, our play-to-earn game is going to be what's going to engage the community, because obviously there's a token component to it, there's an NFT component to it. And of course, it's extremely high quality. If you compare our game and our metaverse with other gaming and metaverse platforms, you will see the difference. The resolution is truly spectacular on our platform. So our first approach is to engage the community in the gaming side. And then we're also, like I said, we also have our crowdfunding platform, and we're launching our AI game or AI journey of this Arthur and his character very soon. Our metaverse also is going to be engaging, because now not only do we have a two-dimensional platform for creating and posting NFTs, but we're also going to have a metaverse aspect to it. And then along with the metaverse, our metaverse would be able to plug into other metaverses. We'd be able to have portals to other metaverses. And this is going to allow trading of traffic amongst the metaverses. So this is going to give a lot of exposure to people's creations. We're going to have royalty agreements with other metaverses where, you get rewarded for trading traffic and bringing in NFT creators and traders. And again, we also have the e-commerce and retail engagement in our platform with the NFT and gaming component. So we're creating a wide range of features for the project where people can get engaged and also earn if they choose to. They could trade, and they could even run operations and businesses from inside the metaverse. The next question was from Tarushi Natmini, and it says, Southeast Asia is a very vibrant market, and there are many new platforms under development. So what do you think about Southeast Asia, and do you have plans to grow there? Yes, indeed. Southeast Asia is actually surprisingly, at least from my perspective, it's got a huge gaming community. We're quite aware of that. We know that obviously China is the biggest one, but we also know that like Vietnam, Korea in particular. There are many gaming communities in India as well, and Indonesia. We've been talking. We've got partnerships with communities in Indonesia, and we're negotiating with Korea and Vietnam and India, of course, and a number of other countries in Asia. So we recognize the fact that there's a tremendous amount of interest in gaming in Asia, and of course, with China being the biggest, China is also from gaming development and funding and capital is probably the biggest as well. So we are aware of that. We are creating channels specifically with those languages in mind. Channel, we have Russian Telegram channel, we have English, we have Turkish,